Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and in this video what I want to cover for you guys is the Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector. Now, my first recommendation, don't run this on Master. Yes, this is a video for Master, but that's also why the thumbnail says just do Legend. Master is very tedious. It took me like 22 minutes. It's a slow Lost Sector either way you do it, but Master is not going to be worth it because you're not guaranteed a drop. I literally went through the entire thing, nothing. So, it's not really worth your time to do this on Master, and it's also much more tedious because attrition is on there, and that's just not fun. If you're trying to do this for a triumph or something this season, not fun. Anyway, champions, Overload and Unstoppable. We'll talk about those. Overloads are the worst, and they are even the worst in here, I think. Burn is solar, shields are solar and void. So, the way I did this on Legend for practice, I grabbed a crate auto rifle, I grabbed a last perdition pulse rifle, and I used Ascendancy. Got the job done. Void Pulse, there's a decent amount of Void Shields on Acolytes in here. Final Boss has a Void Shield as well, so peppering that thing with damage is going to be consistently decent with breaking the shield with Void for the little explosion. Not too bad. The Overload champions, an auto rifle that has range on this thing. If you have a slow firing auto rifle, and you're going with the Void energy slot method here, slow firing, high range auto rifle, that is, I honestly can't recommend that enough. Let me see if I have an example of one. That works. So, for example, like this. Just a random one I got from Gambit, the Herod C. It's not a great option, really. It's mostly just the fact that the range is on this thing. So you'd have consistent, hopefully accurate damage, and then make sure you throw a major spec on anything that you do. Same thing here. There's just a lot of Void Shields. There are a couple of Solar Shields. There's a Solar Knight in the beginning, Solar Knight in the ending area. You're going to need to break their shields. Now, if you just want to consistently wear them down with an energy weapon, that's an option. If you wanted to use rockets, you just want to make sure you don't miss, depending on how much ammo's on the floor. I had a lot of ammo by the time I was done, so I wasn't too worried about it. But when I went to Master, which is what you guys are going to watch, the only thing that I really felt like trying was trying no exotics. I went Summoner. I didn't even have major spec on this thing. I literally ran it just like this, like an idiot. And then I went Hand Cannon with Osmosis on a Void subclass. And I wasn't even running Overload grenades because honestly, they're so far away, it doesn't really matter. The main reason I did this, you need Void on a weapon to be able to break enough shields for it to matter. So I would get my grenade back enough, even at 52 discipline, I would get my grenade back enough that I was able to break the Void shields when I needed to. So I would honestly just use this hand cannon pretty consistently until most of the Void shields that had spawned were dead. When that was finally done, I would switch over to the auto rifle, like use this for stun on the unstoppable champions, and use the auto rifle for most decent damage. But you need a lot of Void damage in a consistent way. So that is why, honestly, if like going in here with this is not a bad option. You just run out of your damage potential to do on a champion, and you'll see how long it takes me with a solar auto rifle. It's just going to take you about 50% longer. So it's just real slow. The other option, as I said, you've got solar here, and you've got osmosis on this one. Now, for heavies, there's a lot of good options that are going to be more accessible. Ascendancy is a pursuit weapon from last season. It's legendary. I still recommend everybody get this thing. Gallahorn, if you've got it, it's going to smash things and you can shoot them twice. I don't know if this could kill the champions in the back, but it's possible. I didn't try it. Cataclysmic, I'm sorry. This, honestly, I love this roll that I've got, and I would absolutely smash many things with this. I would switch it over to a major spec if I was working on champions. If you got a Cataclysmic, that's going to be a good thing for unstoppable champion deletion, big guys, working on the main boss, whatever it is. Those are all viable options. We did not get basically any new solar heavies this season pretty much at all, which is weird. Because if you go through, you got machine guns. If you've played Iron Banner, cool, but not in there. Linear fusions, if you haven't rated your SOL. Rocket launchers, we got Polymer B and Red Herring, so Void and Stasis. Grenade launchers, we got an Arc one and a Stasis one. And then swords, well, if you're using a sword in here, you are much braver than I, because that is probably just going to get me killed. So this is my run on Master difficulty. I don't recommend anybody doing this on Master difficulty. But if I can do this on Master with a legendary loadout only, hopefully with some decent options that you guys can run, and if you've been playing for a little while, you might have those. Hopefully you can get this done on Legend, and if you do this on Master, good luck, and post in the comments what your loadouts are. Either way, I don't have my commentary as I usually do because I honestly didn't think I was going to finish it. So enjoy the playthrough, and it will just wrap up right at the end. If you guys enjoy this one, drop a like on the channel or on the video. Leave a comment with loadouts that you find successful, because you guys know I don't use exotics or supers, but if you do, share the wealth of knowledge to everybody else. You can find me on Twitter, Ebontis, twitch.tv/Ebontis. Right here on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell. And for those of you who are YouTube members and Patreons, thank you for your extra support. All of you are amazing. I'll see you soon.